Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you a reason why you should always clean and inspect your guns after every time you shoot them. And for that, I'm going to be using this Marlin Model 9 right here, the camp rifle. I already know what's wrong with this gun, but I want to go ahead and show you guys on camera. So I know that the owner of this gun probably hadn't cleaned this in about 20 years. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the internals and everything real quick. All right. Put that off to the side. We're going to have 2 pins. All right, now for the fun part. So, you can see that how this carbon is just like, this is kind of like almost embedded itself onto the metal. So it'll take some cleaning to get that off. Same way with the inside. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. I'm going to show you how dirty that is. Or should show you how embedded that is. That's from rubbing a little bit. But now I want to show you how dirty this gun actually is. So we're going to take a little bit of solvent. So now that piece is completely clean, and before it was just solid black color. So like that side right there, you can see that that's just solid black, and rubbing it normal with a Q-tip isn't going to get it off. Huge difference. So the carbon's just basically been baked on there for years. So it needs to be seriously cleaned out. But that's not the reason why the gun's even here with me today. But I wanted to show you guys that so that you should clean your gun after every time you use it. It makes it so much easier than having to do what I just did, and you have to sit there and you're basically really going to have to scrub all of these parts. But here's the other thing, and which is the main problem with camp rifles. It's this back buffer right here. They're made out of plastic and they tend to break quite often. And this is what it should look like when it's in there properly. But this one is broken because basically the whole bolt carrier comes back and it hits this, and so it has broken this piece, broken that top piece. The bottom piece is also broken, and then back in there, I don't know if you can see that little guy right back there. That's another plastic piece that's part of that goes back into here maybe 3/8 of an inch and sits back in there, and so that piece has got to be pulled out. So we'll do that real quick, and then I'll show you what the piece looks like. get it to pop out of there. Doesn't really matter if it gets broken now because it's pretty much already shot. It's got to be replaced, and I actually have one on order for this gun, a replacement for it. So now let's go ahead and take the whole bolt out. Probably just remove that. Pull the charging handle. Now I can see that a little bit better. There it goes. All right. So basically, you have this rounded piece that is part of that goes back into the back part of the gun, and then this piece that sits up on top of it like that. That's what it looks like. But you know, the gun is old and it's been worn out so much that, you know, it's broken these plastic pieces, just shredded them. And so you would have these flying around inside your slide here if you weren't checking it and making sure that everything was still working properly. So like I said, I've got this part on order, so I'll be able to replace it. No big deal. But let's go ahead and again show you how dirty this is. And I'm going to show you again. If you just take a Q-tip, you get a little bit of that off, right? Got to kind of really scrub, and you're not going to get the rest of that. So this gun is going to have to be scrubbed clean. And I can still see some of that carbon's really dug in there. So, yep. Perfect example of why you should clean your gun after every single time you fire it. Not just every now and then, after every time you fire it. If you're not going to use it again, like within the next day, you should be cleaning it. And that way also, when you do clean it, taking it apart, you can inspect all the pieces in case you have something that is broken or damaged. You'll know it ahead of time. Alright, so I got to get to cleaning this gun up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, it was just a quick way to explain, you know, why you really need to make sure that you're cleaning your gun after you use it and inspecting it, because you never know when a part's going to be broken, and you know, you don't want to end up having that carbon just stuck on this and stuck on here so badly that, you know, cleaning it now becomes a really big chore, because otherwise you have to take this to a gunsmith and they have to do it, and you know, a cleaning like this is probably going to cost you quite a bit. You know, they're not going to be cheap to do it once that carbon's been embedded on the metal like that, or you have oils or other things that are like become embedded into the metal. Alrighty, anyway, thanks a lot for joining me, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.